Hello everyone, welcome back to our Solidworks course. In this video, we would be creating a new 3D model, or you can also say that we would be creating a new surface model. Let's take a look at what our model is for this exercise. You can see over here that we would be creating this part in Solidworks by using the surface tab. We would be creating this first as a surface and then thicken it with whatever dimension we want in order to give it a thickness. Let's move to SolidWorks and begin with our modeling. We will launch SolidWorks and create a new part over here. I will press Ctrl N on the keyboard and double click on part over here. Once we have created a new part, we will begin sketching on the front plane. Or let's say we will begin sketching on the top plane. I will select sketch from over here and you can see that it has already set it normal to the screens. Now first here I will begin by creating a center line over here. As in this video we would be using the revolve function or revolve feature first. I will align my sketch or move my sketch over here and then start sketching. For this video or for this 3D model we would be creating a profile something like this. We will first select a line over here. From here I will draw a vertical line upwards, then I will draw a line somewhere over here and move my line downwards. Let's say I want to connect it to the endpoint over here. I will press escape, select this line and say make it vertical. Now I will give the distances or dimensions to these lines. I will get into the smart dimensions command, select this line and give it a dimension of 50 millimeters over here and then select this line and give it a dimension of 100 millimeters. I will move my sketch downwards so that we can view the complete sketch. Next, what I will do is that I will define the length of this line in this way. That is, it is not parallel to the line but downwards horizontally. I want this distance to be 150 millimeters. Once I have done this, you can see that now my sketch is fully defined. But before we move to revolve, I want to add a fillet here. The dimension of my fillet for this end would be 15 millimeters. I will add 15 over here, press enter and then click on OK. I want to add another fillet that is on this edge over here, but I want its radius to be 20 millimeters. Again, I will click on OK and generate my fillet. Now that we are done with adding our fillets, we will press escape and exit. Now we will go to this surfaces tab. You can see over here that we don't have a surfaces tab. For that, what we will do is that we will right click over here, go to tabs and from here we will select surfaces. Once we are into the surfaces tab, we will click on surfaces over here and from here we will select revolved surface. It works in a similar way like normal revolve we used in solid modeling. From here, we will specify the revolve angle as 180 degrees. And now you can see that it has formed the basic shape we want. I will click on OK and then generate this revolve. If I move this or rotate this, you can see that only a thin feature has been formed, creating a surface. This is how a surface is created. Next, what I will do is that I will create a plane offset. I will first set it in the isometric view and from here I will create a plane which is at an offset of 150 millimeters from the top plane. I can select this plane, go to features and then from reference geometry I can give all the reference features. But there is another way of doing that. I will click on the top plane and you can see that it is being shown over here. I will press the Ctrl key and select my plane and simply drag it upwards. Like here, you can see that I have created a copy of my plane. This plane has already taken the top plane as its reference and it is parallel to it. Next, I will enter the value at about which what I want my plane to be created. I will enter 150 degrees and then click on OK. You can see here that my plane has been created. I will select this plane and select sketch. I will press Ctrl 8 and then set it normal. Next, I will simply select a circular sketch entity and then I will dimension it. I want the dimension for the circle to be 36 millimeters, that is its diameter. Next, I want the center of this circle to be at 80 millimeters. From this edge over here, I will select both of them and enter 80 over here. Once I have done this, you can see that the sketch is not yet defined. I will select the center, press Ctrl and then select this origin. And from here, I will say make horizontal. Now here you can see that our sketch is now fully defined and ready to be extruded. But we won't extrude it from features over here. Rather, we will go to surfaces and say extrude surface. Once I have extruded the surface, you can see that the extrusion direction is in this side. I will say reverse direction and you can see here it is now extruding till this body. From here, I will say up to body. Now here I have to specify the body up to which the extrusion would take place. From here, I will simply click on OK and you can see here that an extrusion has been created. But this is a surface and not a solid body. If you see from here, it has not cut it from here, but it has extruded on it only till the body. Next, what we will do is that we had to add a draft in this one. For that, again I will go to extrude surface and edit its feature. Here I will add a draft value of 10 degrees. But you can see that the draft is being added inwards. I want the draft to be outwards, so I will select draft outwards option from over here and then click on OK. You can see that a surface has been generated. Next, what we will do is that we will select planar surface over here and then we will select this edge. You can see that it has created a planar surface for this edge covering this whole portion over here. I will click on OK and you can see here that my edge is being created, or the surface over this edge has been created. Next, what I will do is that I will simply pattern this. Patterns can also be used in surfaces. I will go to features and then say circular pattern. From here, first it is asking me to enter the features, but here we will enter bodies. I will turn off this and turn on bodies from here. I will select this body and I will specify the direction of my pattern, that is this way. I want it at 90 degrees and I want only 2 instances to be generated. You can see here I will press spacebar and align it from this direction. You can see here that this is being created. Next, what I will do is that generate another pattern in the same direction, and then I will say symmetric. You can see that 2 symmetric patterns have been created on opposite ends. I will click on OK and then generate this. But I want only the half portion here. I should have also added this top face in this pattern. Again, I will go to patterns and then edit its feature. From here, I will add this part over here in my selection in bodies. I will zoom in and my selection is on over here. I will select this face. I can also select it from the drop down over here. You can see here now this has been added. I will click on OK and if you notice here the surface has also been added. Now we will again go to surfaces and select trim surface. For this, our trim tool would be not a circular pattern, but our first trim tool would be the top plane. And from here it is asking what I want to be trimmed. From here first we will select remove selections and then I will select these two over here. These two surfaces would be trimmed from the top surface. You can see that the selection is being shown. Now also these two flat ends would be trimmed. Now that I have selected remove selections, I will click on OK and you can see here that all of it has been removed. Now I want to remove all these faces that have been created inside. For that, again I will go to trim surfaces. I will say mutual. Now I will clear this selection from over here and then select all of these using the box selection. You can see that now all of these have been added and the mutual surfaces would be deleted. Here I will again select remove selections and then specify the faces that need to be removed. I will select this one. You can see that it has disappeared. Next I will select this one, then this one over here, this one over here, again this surface, and you can see here that these are the surfaces that would be removed. Also, I want these surfaces to be removed as well. Now that I have selected all the surfaces that I wanted to be removed, I will here simply click on OK, and you can see that my geometry, there is a small problem over here. We will take a look at what the problem is. So I guess here it is giving us a problem in order to trim the surfaces because it is, I guess, too complicated for Solidworks. No problem, we will do it one by one. I will first exit this command and then again enter trim surfaces command. From here I will select mutual, and then first I will select this body and this body. From here we will select remove selections and then specify the selections I have to remove. Okay, I was still in the selection of surfaces. I will again select this one and this one over here. I will zoom in order to get a good view of the surfaces that need to be removed. I will move to this selection over here and then select the surfaces that need to be removed. I will select these two surfaces, and now once I am done with trimming all the surfaces for this end over here, I will click on OK and then generate this. You can see that now it was very easily able to trim the surfaces. At times, surfaces can get difficult in order for the software to comprehend. Next, we will again go to trim surface. I will delete my selection from over here. I will say clear selection, and in the selection I will add this body and this body. I will move to the tab over here and then select the surfaces that need to be removed. Here you can see that now again it has taken the surfaces that need to be removed. I will click on OK, and you can see here that these surfaces have been trimmed. Now one last trim we need to add here is for this body and this body. Again, I will specify the surfaces that need to be trimmed. I will say these two surfaces and I will simply click on OK, and you can see here that these surfaces have been removed. Now what we will do here is that we will knit all these four bodies, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can see over here from the menu over here that we have 4 bodies that have been created. I will simply go to knit surfaces and then select all of these using the box selection. I will click on OK, and you can see that all these bodies have been created into one single body, that is a surface body. Now we will add a few fillets. I will go to fillets and then select the edges where I want fillets to be added. This one over here, and this one over here. I also want to add fillets to these edges over here. I will select them at the top over here as well, and at this one over here itself. I want the fillet radius to be 5 millimeters. I will enter the value and then click OK. You can see now my fillets have been added. Here what I will do is that now I will go to the thicken command and I will select the parameters of the surfaces where I want to thicken. I will select all of them, and you can see that a thickness of 10 millimeters is being added. But I want this thickness to be on the inside. From here I will replace direction of thickness. I will say I want the thickness on the other side. You can see that now the thickness is being added on the inside. I will specify the thickness to be, say, 3 millimeters. Now you can see this is how my thickness would be added. I will simply click on OK, and you can see that the thickness has been added to my sheet metal part from the inside. Also, if you zoom here, you can see that the fillets have also been propagated on the inside. I will press hit Ctrl 7, and you can see that this model is ready. I hope all the features and commands that were shown to you in this video regarding surfacing were clear. I hope you enjoyed this simple exercise. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.